Welcome back, everybody. I'm Tom Kelly. I'm the CEO of Automation Alley, and I'm joined by Rich Garrity of Stratasys. And today I'm really excited to be with Rich because we're talking about a topic that is near and dear to my heart, and it's additive manufacturing and how it's driving and enabling innovation. And if you've listened to any of my videos, you know that I preach the gospel of additive manufacturing, that we have to be very cognizant of what's happening out there because it's disrupting traditional manufacturing. And as additive gets cheaper and more capable and the price points of the parts come down, it is going to change business models all over the world. And so who better than to talk about that than with Rich at Stratasys. So welcome, Rich.
Yeah, thanks, Tom. Thanks for having us.
So tell me a little bit about Stratasys and what makes your company unique and how you are disrupting the manufacturing sector.
Yeah, Stratasys is the global leader when it comes to 3D printing and additive manufacturing. And we're working with key industries such as automotive, aerospace, and healthcare, really to drive the technology's adoption into manufacturing. And we're doing that with a mindset around an end-to-end ecosystem type approach. And for us, that really starts with the software and the connectivity, and to make sure that the technologies can plug in to the existing systems that exist on shop floors. Also working with material companies to make sure that we're providing lots and lots of materials that can be run on the printers to open up different types of applications. Making sure, of course, the printers themselves are highly reliable, highly repeatable in the printing process, and putting a lot more focus on the post-printing process in terms of how do we make that more seamless, how do we make that more scalable, more automated. And so we're really looking at an end-to-end type of solution that allows manufacturers to adopt this technology, but also scale on this technology. And we're really pleased to see just in the last couple of years, some great wins that are now being told publicly out there about the adoption of the technology at scale, and in automotive in particular. We're seeing great adoption for tooling and jigs and fixtures and end-of-arm tools and so forth. In aerospace and defense, we're seeing some really unique applications around digital spare part production on demand locally at different Air Force bases where they need them and so forth. So we're really in an exciting time for our industry and feel like the best is yet to come in the years ahead here.
So you just gave me great examples of how additive manufacturing is sort of enabling innovation in all these different ways in different industries. You went through a laundry list of different things that can be done. I know in our industry, in the auto industry, we're doing the tools and the fixtures and the jigs and the end arm stuff. That's all big time. I see a lot of people getting into actual end production parts that are going on to vehicles, and they're going into other machines. Where do you see the greatest potential? You know, you live this space better than anybody. So what do you see as the greatest potential for additive?
It's ultimately to move into manufacturing at scale. Today, additive is still playing in the low volume, high requirement type components. And so it suits itself well in those type of applications. But certainly the goal is to be able to move additive into greater parts and doing it at scale. And as you mentioned, a big part of that is not only the end-to-end solution, but also getting that cost per part down and so forth. And that's something that we're continually working on.
So I have a question for you. Nobody has a crystal ball, so I'm not going to hold you to this, but when do you think additive will reach that tipping point where it is just normal to walk into? I'm not saying 100% of the parts are going to be produced additively, but when you start getting to that tipping point of 25% of parts are produced additively, that really is a huge game changer. If you had a crystal ball and you looked out, when do you think that tipping point will come, Rich?
Yeah, I think we're going to see it over the coming years here, and we're seeing some real examples now. I mean, we have a technology that we call Origin that right after COVID was producing literally hundreds of thousands of swabs per day off of that technology, nasal swabs. So we're starting to see those type of use cases, and I think we'll see that continue to accelerate in the years ahead.